Hi world, welcome to this video. This is Tina from TinaHeals.com, and today I'm speaking about an Aries ascendant, a Leo moon, and a Scorpio sun. Deep. So let's get straight to it. Very interesting. A lot of Martian energy here, So war, conflict, probably that has been an integral part of life. Either people warring with you or you having to go to war every single time to prove your point or to assert your identity. Now you've got cardinal fire happening in your ascendant with Aries. You have fixed fire happening with your moon, and you have fixed water happening with your sun. You have a lot of fixed energies, so be careful to not become so stubborn and so obstinate that you don't care about anybody else's perspective. That cannot be a holistic position. Everyone must be looked at. Everyone must, listened to. So the degree of the horizon, the degree of the zodiac rising on the eastern side of the horizon at the moment of your birth is your ascendant. And the sign on which it falls is your rising sign. So this is pretty much how the world perceives you. When you walk into a room, it is through the filter of your Aries ascendant that people would immediately gauge you and suss you out, right? So having an Aries ascendant, you're ruled by Mars, so you are fiery. You're not afraid of eye contact. Aries rules the head, very much in focus, this part of your body. You're not afraid of eye contact. You're not afraid to walk into a room with your purposeful stride and show everyone you're the boss, the initiator, the pioneer. You're ready to, stare down your enemy. You're ready to show your dominant side. You're ready to speak your mind, not really thinking about what others may feel. Feelings not a strong forte, but you're a go-getter and you know it, and people can see that you're a leader. Aries is the first sign, it's a leader. So this is how the world perceives you. It's also your physical appearance, Aries, okay? And with an Aries ascendant, you're more masculine than feminine. You are ruddy of complexion, very defined, well-defined facial features, edginess in the eyes, aura of moodiness, temperamental vibe. So that is very evident, and people can see that. And you probably love your red lipstick, highlighters. You may keep your hair short. A lot of Aries ascendants do, but Leo moon, I don't know. Leos love their mane. So I don't know about that. But other than that, if you have too much fire happening and too much difficult aspects, then you can lose hair. Aries rules the head. Problems with eyes, ears, sensitivity to teeth and gum, persistent acne, migraines. All this could happen if you're not careful. Hypertension, high blood pressure, ENT issues, all of that with your Aries ascendant. Be careful of what you eat, because Virgo is your 6th house, and Virgo rules your digestive organs. So digest what you eat. Don't just... You have a very fast metabolism for sure. Aries, you're so swift in your movement. Why would you not have a fast metabolism? You are quick, you're swift, and you don't really require a ton load of food like other people. So that's also there. Other than that, as I said, very well defined features, and people can just see that you could be slightly cruel and lack empathy. So grounding is very important for this whole Aries and Leo and Scorpio. 3 very, very challenging signs, okay? In fact, Aries and Scorpio in esoteric astrology are 2 death signs. Pisces being the third. So the soul dies to be born anew. In Aries it dies of fire, in Scorpio it dies of fire as well, a different kind of fire, and it's a water sign although. So it's sublime with your Aries ascendant, because you care about yourself a lot. You are the infant of the zodiac, and infants are selfish because self-preservation is the key to survival, right? So they're selfish. Let's get that straight. But as eminent astrologer Stephen Forrest says, that the goal of Aries should be enlightened selfishness. Right? Now, all the shadows and the lessons in Aries, they have to do with this infant growing up. And growing up is not an easy process, we know that. It's tumultuous, okay? Growth pains, teeth pains, this, that, and sometimes it seems like it's a bit too much, but we all have to go through that. So swim in the agitating fires of Aries, because you're here to soak in your experiences, believe me. Aries is a change of directionality, and whenever your soul interacts with this sign, your soul decides to choose this as your ascendant, then you're ready for a change of directionality. Okay, the moon is the very opposite of the ascendant. It is who you are when this Jungian mask comes off. Okay, when your persona is shed, when you stand in your raw, vulnerable self. That is your moon sign, okay? And it's your mother. It's the how you were treated as a child, your childhood, how you were nurtured, how you will be as a mother, your everyday habits, your emotions, your feelings, your connecting body, your intuition, your empathy, your receptiveness, all the yin qualities, you know. And moon doesn't do very well in Leo because it's the domain of the sun, and it's all fiery and dry, and the moon quite doesn't know what to do in Leo. And if you don't know what to do in Leo, then you may become very narcissistic, egotist. You can be very prone to bragging, pride, vanity, and all those things, you know. So that's something you've got to be mindful of, and the constant need to be center of attention. But other than that, the positive side of your 5th house moon is beautiful. You're an artist. You try to incorporate art in your everyday life. So you understand the art of living. Living is an art form, and you understand that. You're very creative. So professions like writing, professor, media, acting, anything is fair game. Even in high public service, especially police or something, because you have your Scorpio sun, which I'll get to. But remember, in esoteric astrology, your moon sign becomes your biggest challenge after the age of 35. Because you spend so much time developing your habits that they become the very, they become the problem, the toxicity to your soul karma, which is your ascendant karma. So understanding your moon sign is very important. Leo is not only the sign of creativity ruled by sun in both exoteric and esoteric astrology, it is also the sign of children and childhood and being childlike. So here you're very childlike sometimes. You love your childhood, your reminiscence, you're connected to your childhood. You can even work with children. That's a really good thing. You creatively work with children. You can even make a children's film if you're so inclined, and you're a filmmaker. You can devise programs for children if you're an educator. Your Leo moon connects you to your childhood as well. So if there are any wounds that surface, then work through them. Leo rules the solar plexus and the heart chakra. So it's all about heart energy, the first sign of individuation. I guess that's why the ego comes into play. Now, in terms of your Scorpio sun, it's fixed. You've got a lot of fixed energy, so don't become too stubborn. Listen to other people. Take into consideration other people's opinion. Now, sun is your father. It's your goals, your dreams, your projections. It's basically how you take your internal key and project it out onto the world, okay? So, sun doesn't do well in Scorpio. It's a very conflicted position for the sun. Sun does well in Taurus, which is the opposite of Scorpio. So, sun doesn't do well in Scorpio. Sun is about shining, but it can't shine its light in the murky sign of Scorpio. Now, as I told you that Scorpio is ruled by Mars in traditional astrology, but of course also Pluto after Pluto was discovered. And Scorpio is ruled by Mars in esoteric astrology, and Aries is ruled by Mars in traditional astrology and by Mercury in esoteric astrology, the higher plane of the mind, Manas. Sun is about soul, the heart chakra, and creativity and shining our light, providing illumination. And your Scorpio sun is about digging deep and transformation. It's the 8th house of the zodiac. It is Pluto's domain. You know, it is, and because Mars is its sole ruler, some say Mercury is also its sole ruler. So Mercury links it back to Aries. But Mars is not just war and strife. It's also our I do active masculine principle. Without Mars, we would not achieve anything. So think of this very strong Martian energy that you've come with and find balance with it. Okay, the higher plane of mind and existence is something you need to delve into, and try to understand the I do principle of Mars rather than just conflict and strife and warmongering and war posturing. Okay, so I hope you like that video as much as I like making it for you. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. Visit my website www.tinahills.com. Take care.